Welcome to Highfield Think Tank TV. I'm Kasoma Farouk of Uganda. Today, the world in business is in branding, where we see companies that are having big brands. They get so many sales compared to companies with the low brands. I don't know why this is happening. So I'm here with one of the lead business seers, Matak. This is one of the hard questions people are asking. Why is it that companies with big brands tend to sell a lot more than those with low brands?
First of all,
yes.
You should understand the concept clearly. That first of all, you should understand what is a brand.
Okay.
A brand is a product.
Yes.
No. But a brand is a name or image
Yes.
of a product to which a set of associations or attributes are attached to it in the consumer's minds.
Okay.
So we are living in a society where we are no longer consuming products. We're living in a society where we no longer buy products, but we buy brands.
Okay.
Yes. That's why people buy Coca-Cola, not because Coca-Cola doesn't have a substitute like Coca-Cola. People buy Coca-Cola just because Coca-Cola portrays happiness. We're living in a society where I can also manufacture a Nike shoe.
Yeah.
But you know why people buy Nike? I don't buy Nike because it has a hard soul whatsoever. I don't buy Nike because of that. But the reason why you buy Nike is that when Nike is trying to persuade you into its marketing campaigns, Nike shows you when someone is running for the whole night. He has a race tomorrow. He has been abandoned by the whole world. The doors are shut down upon him. It's raining. But when you see that person resting a bit, it's Nike that's supporting him. We buy Nike because of hope.
But let me ask you, is it a picture that is created in people's minds or is it reality?
A brand might be, my branding, to be put simple, branding is making something that's not reality into reality.
Okay.
Because in most cases, branding is the power of illusion.
Okay.
We form an illusion into the consumer's mind.
Yes.
I can be, you see something like Sam's.
Yeah.
Companies, why does someone want Sam's? Sam's doesn't, its products are very good whatsoever, but when someone, just because Sam had to change the way it does its things, that's why Sam gained traction into the market.
Okay.
A long time ago, there were many people selling daddies and whatsoever.
Okay.
But when Sam's came into the market, it came with the power of branding.
Yes.
When I go to the market, I don't say I want daddies.
Okay.
I say I want Sam's.
Okay.
People are not buying daddies, but people are buying Sam's. The same thing, people are not buying iPhones, but people are buying status quo. People are not buying ITIL, but people are buying affordability.
Okay.
People are no longer buying products. You should understand that products are created in a factory. We no longer care about the factories. What we care about are the brands. And the brands are created into the consumer's minds.
This means that the advertisement is very important in business.
It's true, advertising is very important. But when you look at big brands, they don't tell you the features of the product. They don't tell you that Coca-Cola is sweet. Coca-Cola has this and this. But they portray a certain story with a consistent theme that embeds itself into your brain. You, when you say Coca-Cola, you portray happiness. When you catch an iPhone, you portray power. You portray status quo. You think you're the leader of the greatest. But that's not the reality. The reality is the reality is that illusion has been created into your brain.
Okay.
There are phones that are better than iPhones today. We see some songs that are expensive than iPhones, but someone might opt for an iPhone that's cheaper just because he thinks once I hold an iPhone, I'm the powerful one. Because what does iPhone portray? iPhone portrays power, iPhone portrays class.
Okay.
So we're no longer buying products. We're in a society where products have been rendered useless. We are now buying brands. We are buying the associations that we've formed with ourselves into our minds. That's what we're buying.
But don't you think that through branding, those leading countries, the neo-colonial powers, USA, China, Russia, are trying to dominate the world, and African countries are like under the carpet?
I tell you this, that's an excuse you bring. That's an excuse you've created for yourself. Just because you Africans are lazy, just because you can't think for yourselves and try to also implement these marketing strategies, just because you can't understand the concept of branding into your farms doesn't mean that your colonialism is the problem. The problem is among the few Africans. That's why you are being on every day and every day. There are some few Africans that like Aliko Dangote that are dominating in the industries because they know the concept of branding. But we have some Africans like you that say it's Africans, it's the colonialism to blame. It's this to blame. It's no longer a blame game. You're living in a society whether you know the concept or you don't know the concept. Once you know the concept, you're good to go. That's why those guys are very great in what they do because they know the concept. You know, branding isn't just about something that's just done like that. You have to first understand what is it. Instead of blaming society like America, what's going on. Now that's why you're like this.
You mean branding is like creating cooperation, not competition? Like Africa, if Africa cooperates well with the leading countries, can it raise to the highest level also?
Nobody's cooperating with one another. This is an industry where you either survive or you survive for the fittest.
Okay.
Everybody has their own way, they're branding their own products. They don't brand the same way. It's how we brand the thing because you want to be the dominant in the industry. No, we shouldn't associate with them, but we should make sure we are better than them. The goal is to become better than their fans, not to associate with them. We don't want association right now. Right now, what we want is to see dominance of African farmers in the world market.
Okay.
That's what we want. We don't want association. Why should I associate when I can become the best farmer in the whole world? Okay. That's the mindset we should hold in our brains and our minds. But once we say let's associate and become friends, nobody cares about friendship.
Hey, they care about business.
I also care about business. I'm an African. I don't care about that as Aliko Dangote friend.
You mean you must put something on the market?
What we care about is creating an illusion into the consumer's mind. Okay. We don't care about the products we're selling. We don't care about that. Okay. What we care about is what product you're buying. I give you an example. Yogurt.
Yes.
Yogurt is one of the products that tastes similar. No, let me first start with water.
Yes.
When Renzori costs 1,000, ice costs 500.
Yes.
A bottle of Renzori contains 500 ml of water, and a bottle of ice contains 600 ml of water. But still, why do I have to buy Renzori when I go to the meeting? Why? Okay. Yes, I know ice is cheap. I know this water tastes the same, but why do I buy Renzori? The reason I buy Renzori because Renzori has put an illusion into my mind that me buying Renzori depicts class and depicts status for myself. We don't buy products. I'm not buying water because water tastes good. I'm buying the product based on the illusion that has been created in my mind. I think Renzori is for the rich.
Why is it that people are leaving out cheaper brands, water, in issues concerning about, let's say, spice, and they go for results? Maybe they're extravagant.
Nah, it's the principle.
Okay.
You know, in business we have something called the target market, or the product segmentation.
Yeah.
And when you look at Renzori is trying to target a specific group of people that think me buying Renzori, I have achieved something in life.
Okay.
And Ice also targets some people. Ice is also branding its way, but in a different way than Renzori or Spice. Okay. How Spice targets people that can't afford Renzori, or people that are kind of monogamous on their money.
Yes. Yes.
Renzori is when I buy Renzori, what I think is that Renzori is the greatest. I think I've attained something in life, you know? Yeah. But when I buy Spice, I think I don't have money for now, so I have to scroll for Ice. So all those companies are dominating in their own ways, but what's making them dominate is that they have a certain niche that I was focusing on, and they're doing things differently in order to gain traction in the market.
Okay, thank you very much. This means, viewers, that we need to attach to 3 P's: production, productivity, price. In other words, if we target that what you are producing, is it productive? Like how much is it going to cost on the world market? There, Africa will try to move from one level to another level. Thank you, Matak, for your kind of great analysis. So viewers, we shall go ahead discussing critical issues about business, and I wish you